Newt Gingrich yelled at the president for not going over to Libya and helping out the freedom-loving rebels. And then, when Obama put together an actual coalition of allies instead of imaginary friends like the other guy, he yelled at him again for going in. Jesus, even when you agree with the guy, you're wrong. That's a tough hill to climb. Of course, Obama could find a cure for cancer. The Republicans would claim he's anti-big pharmaceutical. They hold him responsible for everything. He got blamed for the bad maple syrup crop in Vermont this year, to the infestation of grunge rock in the country western near there. They're gonna blame him for wormy pears. I mean, the birth certificate thing. At least we got that over with. He was born in Kenya. No, he wasn't. He was born in Honolulu, in a manger. We all know. And he was visited by the three howlers. He presented him with gold, frankincense, and poi. That was so ridiculous, wasn't it? Donald Trump, yeah. I want to see his birth certificate. I want to see your DNA. I want you to prove to me that you're a carbon-based life form. He could never be president. Couldn't. For one thing, he'd never release his tax records. Another thing, we've never had a president with a comb over for a reason. Because they always have to walk out of the helicopter under the rotor wash. Can you imagine his hair like shooting out to the heavens? Like he was signaling some secret society of Navajo fringe talkers? And the guy's got the sense of humor of an end table. Like the correspondent's gonna... See, that's the thing about Obama. That's why they're yelling at him for everything. They're just trying to, because he's so clean. He is. Like Clinton was a corpulent womanizer. I never had sexual relations with that woman. He was pointing at Helen Thomas. He met her. Or Hillary Clinton, but he meant. And Bush was snorting coke off a hooker's tits. True story. I was there. But Bush was his own best material. I mean, the problem with the French is they don't have a word for entrepreneur. He said that out loud in front of people at a microphone. But Obama, there's nothing. He's clean. He's a family man, and he's so contained, which is one of the problems, is that he says very passionate things dispassionately, and that's like when his press secretary, he was angry. How could you tell? Oh, his jaw was clenched. Yeah, he might have got some tofu caught in his bridge. We don't know. There's no, he's smooth. He's got less friction than rayon pajamas on silk sheets in zero gravity. It's like phlegm on chrome. I mean that in a good way. No matter what you think of his policies, you got to admire his ability not to get involved in them. And now what is it? Donald Trump, the Donald. You think that after the birth certificate showed up, that he'd step back, right? You think that he'd bow out graciously? No. You'd be as wrong as sushi in Wyoming. You'd be as wrong as tinfoil mittens, as Cabernet Sauvignon in a can. Now he wants to see his transcripts from high school and college to make sure that it was okay for him to get into Harvard Law, which is that close to calling him uppity. Oh, what we need is a president who can catch a cab in New York City. It's racial. It's racial. I mean, obviously, some people never get used to the fact they're now being governed by a black guy living in public housing. a half black guy. Half black! And in that, you'll never be able to see that commercial again. And then that is so America too. You know, oh yeah, we're an adult, grown-up, mature nation. Yes, we can find it within ourselves to elect an African-American president. But first, I don't know, let me try out a half-black guy. like a starter Negro. All baby steps. A composite, a fusion, a crossbreed. We work our way up the Ving range. We're just Afro-curious. And of course, you know, San Francisco, we always go overboard. You know, we're trying to investigate our inner Negro. They got ballet fundraisers being catered by Popeyes, and housewives are searching seed catalogs for heirloom collard greens, and people are petitioning Criterion to release all 11 seasons of The Jeffersons. That's one of those jokes that looks great on paper. They just won't give it up, though. I mean, you know, the whole Tea Party, the tea baggers, and I know, we're not supposed to call them tea baggers. It's a pejorative. You know, like it's my fault you named your nascent political movement after a euphemism for gargling testicles. Suddenly, yeah, I'm the bad guy. That's what happens when your political movement is filled with angry old white guys that can't get on the interweb to vet their own name. What is your Google? I don't need to Google. I got your Google right here. Teabagger, for Christ's sake, what came in second? Cornholers for liberty? Democracy's douchebags? Freedom's felchers? The one-eyed snakes of liberty? Ramming it down the communist canal. I mean, they yell at him for winning a Nobel Peace Prize. It's a peace prize. Well, you know, it's those damn Scandinavians. I don't care if the Keebler elves. I think he should wear the medal everywhere. Everywhere he goes, like Flavor Flav with the clock. Well, Bush never got anything. Bush got a shoe. Got two shoes. Deserve them both. Bubba. Before him there was Bubba. Well, there's your problem. You wonder why the economy's up on blocks in the front yard. For 16 years we were governed by the Dukes of Hazzard. And that's why I'm so proud that you 104 people showed up tonight. The economy's turned the corner, and then it rolled 12 times and burst into flames. No, but you know, we're trying to doubt. Maybe it's not such a bad thing. You know, maybe people realize, because we were consuming like crazy. I can't tell you how many DVDs that I have that are still in the plastic. You know, I don't watch a movie on TV, one of my favorite movies, like Air Force One or Oh Brother, you know, and I'll watch it, cut the shit on TV, even though I own it right here. And I'm yelling because they're commercials, you know, thousands of commercials, and they're cutting it out. All I gotta do is go like this, and I'll still watch it. You know, maybe people finally realize they don't need that 12-piece pewter napkin ring set in the shape of the characters from There Will Be Blood. And there was no blood. This is my straw. And with it I drink your milkshake. Debbie and I were doing our part. You know, we're downsizing. We went from from a $425,000 house to a $350,000 house and didn't even have to move. Funny for some, not for all. Fortunately, I have a Mexican family sending me money every month.